Hey, Inspired Tribe. How's it going? It's Jean Nolan here. It's Kristin Nolan here. Welcome to another Live Inspired live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. It is Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. I have to check the date all the time because I just keep forgetting. To me, it still feels like the year has just begun. And of course, so much has happened in just these short 4 months. Well, thank you for joining us today. For all of you who are new here, for all of you who are joining us every day, we appreciate you so much. For those of you who are new, welcome. We've been doing this for a little over a month now. Christine came out of a meditation one morning and said, let's do live streams, let's do daily live streams. Let's co-create together through these transformational times, and that's what we've been doing at least 5 times a week now, and it's been nothing short of miraculous. We love you guys so much. We love co-creating with you. You are amazing, and we have our wonderful energy, and we're welcoming new people to the Inspired Tribe every day. Every day there is no cap. I mean, we can go up to millions. I'm ready for that if you are. And I'm going to welcome those of you who've already joined us, and then we're going to do what we do every day. We're going to go into a little group meditation, 5 minutes, and just welcome each other energetically and just bring the intention to this wonderful co-creative place. And then namaste to everyone. And then we're going to invite Kristin in and bring YOUCY in, and then it's going to be a wonderful session with YOUCY today. So that's what the plan is. Let me see who's joining in. Hey, Black Sky. Hey, Carla. Hey, Emma. Hey, Kelly. Those are people that show up every day. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We have Bia's Mama. We have Nelly's. We have Avi. New regulars that I see now every day. We have Rosie, and we have another Rose, right? So we have to distinguish now between Rosie and Rose, or is it both Rosie? So we're going to find a way to distinguish, don't worry. Hey, Drew. Hey, Ellen. Ellen's, thank you so much for what you did. We loved it, and honoring your wishes, we are going to do exactly as you asked. Very cryptic. Hey, Miriam. Hey, Sean. Hey, Moon Shadow. Hey, Stephanie Long. Welcome to everyone who's new here. Again, this is the Inspired Tribe. Guys, Inspired Tribe, can you see this? This is who we are. Thank you so much for being with us. And we haven't done something very important today, and that's our mantra. We're healthy. We are wealthy, we're whole, and we're free. Now please, I know you've heard it so many times, but please feel every word. We are healthy, we are wealthy, we're whole, and we're free, okay? All of the above. So, Ulrike is here from Switzerland, Susan is here. Yeah, so I think it's a good time to start our meditation. So if you haven't done this with us yet, we're going to do what we do pretty much every day. This is also important to keep this vibe going. It's a Chit Shakti meditation, very easy. We breathe in, and as we breathe in, we say, I'm not the body. As we breathe out, we say, I'm not the mind. Just follow my voice for 5 minutes. Tune everything else out. Tune in. Welcome. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. Deep breath. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not even the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. And at your own pace, in your own time, open your eyes and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us in this beautiful meditation, just joining our energies, our intention for this next hour or so that we're going to spend together, that we have been spending together for the past month, and it's been just beautiful, just amazing, such an expansion. The love on this channel, on this live stream, on this love stream is just beyond words and beyond description, and we're experiencing it every day with you through your comments, through your live chats, through your energy. We love you guys. We really do. You're the inspired tribe. Inspired tribe. That's who you are. You inspire us so much every day. And now I want to bring in my wonderful, beautiful, amazing wife. And then we're going to invite YOUCY in. And today is going to be all about your questions, your conversation with YOUCY, and I'm going to zone out for a little bit.
Hey everyone, how are
Hey,
you
love.
guys today?
Let me see who else has jumped on. I want to
Drew
welcome
said
you.
something in the comment before. I don't know what he meant. He said something about this is more traffic people. Oddly, it's bumming me out. What does that mean?
I think in the real world, more traffic.
I don't know if it's more people here or what.
We don't know what that meant,
No.
Drew.
6 weeks of peace. Okay.
Drew says 6 weeks of peace. Now the lost ones enter the fray again.
Hey Rosie, how are you?
Hey Rosie and Rose and everyone. So yeah, I'm gonna zone out. I'm gonna get YOUCY for you
Yes.
guys and just enjoy.
Yeah,
Have fun.
let me know if you have questions.
Yeah, she is. Before I go, Christine's glowing. We made a wonderful new friend today.
Oh my lord, I had a heart attack today, almost a heart attack.
We should post the video on
Can
either
I
in
do
the
that?
story. We're gonna do that either in the story after this or in the community tab. We made a wonderful new friend today, about this long, black and
Snaky.
snaky.
Oh my lord, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. We're excited to be here.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes, it's always lovely to enter the time-space reality and then bring you all out a little more of this time-space reality into your eternal vibrational reality. It's a lot of fun for us.
Yeah, for us too.
So we assume that there might be some question in the ether.
Yes. The first question is, does the subconscious exist?
That's a very, very good and interesting question. And we're going to work our way from the physical out, okay? So in the physical, in your body, and in your mind is by far the most advanced mechanism that exists in the universe, because it comes directly from the universal, all-encompassing mind. And so your mind is capable of pretty much everything when it is connected to the source energy. But within your human body, within your psyche, yes, there is such a thing that you have given names, but we want to emphasize that this is not something irreversible. This is not something that is basically there and cannot be changed. What you call the subconscious mind, we call beliefs. And beliefs are simply thoughts that you kept thinking, and something that you have such strong feelings about that you stored it as a truth. Whether this aligns with your physical reality does not matter at this point anymore. A belief is never there because it aligns with your physical reality or because it mirrors what is happening right now. A belief is something that was acquired in the past, and you had experiences, emotions, feelings, references, and that caused for the belief to manifest. And so the belief is there, and it becomes active whenever you are in the vicinity, in the emotional vicinity of a situation that you have already experienced. Then the beliefs come up, and then you still have a choice. Just because they're there, it doesn't mean that you have to live them. It doesn't mean that you have to give them full activation. It just means they're there. When you realize that they're there, and when you realize they do not serve you anymore, when you realize they are not there for your benefit, then you can transform them. If you push them down, they're going to be there. If you transform them, which means you add your now truth to them, you add your now realization, your now vibration, your now consciousness to them, this belief can now transform. It can become something that serves you again. And so some beliefs are being dissolved, some beliefs are being transformed, and some beliefs are just always being perfection and bettered and bettered and bettered. Because some beliefs are awesome, some beliefs are amazing, some beliefs are beneficial, some beliefs, they help you thrive, some beliefs help you become the most wonderful expansion of who you are. So beliefs in itself are nothing to fear. It is just to look at them and to see which ones serve you and which ones don't. And if you want to call this a subconscious mind, then that's absolutely fine too. But we don't want you to get too caught up in the idea that there's anything that can't be changed. Everything can be changed. Everything always is changed, and you are always changing it. It's the intention and the attention that matters.
Let me see. I got caught up in your words now.
This was our intention.
Black Sky is saying, "YOUCY, I'm loving the download naps from Source. I get so warm during my meditation."
That is fantastic. That is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful realization that we are happy you are sharing with others here, because you are then allowing. And when you are allowing, everything is flowing. And when everything is flowing, it feels good. And when it feels good, you're not thinking left or right or backwards or forward. You're just present in the moment. When you're present in the moment, you're in your greatest power. And when you're in your greatest power, everything is wonderful.
The next question is, are we changing dimensions?
All the time. And again, the human language, and it varies from language to language, but it can only perceive maybe 1% of what is really out there in terms of what can be felt, what can be perceived. And so there has been something said about the way, you have maybe heard this before, and we love this because it is one human that has brought this idea forward, and it has transitioned through the millennia. There was this ancient man who called the way, he called it the Tao. And he said the Tao that can be named is not the Tao. And so we can tell you this, that the truth, the real truth that can be named is not the truth. It can only be felt. It can only be experienced. It can never be done. And so as humans find words like dimensions and portals and wormholes and transformations, those are words that try to describe the direction of where the thought is going. And so yes, such things do exist, but they're way less complicated than they appear. They're way less mystical than they appear. It is simply you moving from one state to another state. So when you're in a state of, let's make it very blatant here, when you're in a state of lack, and then you move into a state of abundance, you have shifted dimensions. And how much of that you, which was in a state of lack, is left? After a while, nothing is left of that person that was in a state of lack. You have completely transitioned into a new dimension. You have new experiences, new beliefs, new amazing now moments, which aren't really connected to who you were before, unless you want to anchor there. And then you can always move forward and back and forward and back, but that's not what you really desire. So basically, it is way simpler than you think it is. You move from one state to the other, and you become renewed again. You become expanded. You become more. And so you have shifted dimensions. And yes, you always do that throughout your life. Always.
The next question is, how can I remember my past lives? And do you know Alice? Whatever that means.
So, when it becomes, and here is the thing, there are many people on this planet who will never ask themselves the question, who will never even be remotely interested, and that is fine. And then there are those who will want at one point to get those answers. But here's the thing. When you desire to force these matters, in other words, when you are trying to manipulate reality and circumstances so you get to those answers, they will not find the right questions within you. And what we're saying is, when a glimpse into a different reality of yours will help you and will be beneficial to you, you will find yourself in the right circumstances where you will ask the right question, and then the answer will find you in the right and most effortless way. And we never actually encourage anyone to go digging too deep in those things, because there is an alignment of experiences, and there is a natural progression of experiences that is in direct correlation with the intensity of your desire and with the intensity of your vibration. And then everything flows naturally into your experience. And that's what we would say to that. If this becomes an important part of your now reality, you will find yourself in a situation where all the questions that are important will be answered.
The next question is, how can I calm the mind? Mine is always going.
Every human's mind is always going. That is the nature of your now reality, and you have, as a collective, as humanity, you have created this situation for yourself so you would become clearer about this. You have created a reality that is so fast-paced and that is so going, that you would understand the power of your mind and the power of mindlessness also. So in other words, if you try to calm down the mind, it is much like trying to tame a Mustang that is in full force, running and in full motion forward. And that's not going to happen for you. But what you can do is, when your mind is what you call racing and always going, bring a little more peace into the thoughts. Which means that when your mind is going, what would be a little more of a peaceful thought? What feels a little slower? And become literal in this as you think of something that is slower in motion. Perhaps you're thinking of a little lake. Perhaps you're thinking of a slow stream that is flowing by. Perhaps you're thinking of a snail that you're observing, something that is slower in pace. And so your mind, as you will allow yourself to focus on those slower things a little bit, your mind will slow down as well. And as you move from a slower to a slower thought, you will find yourself in the now, in the here. And then when you breathe a little, when you breathe deeper, when you allow yourself to go there, you will find a space of calmness and peace. And the way for you to make this a more dominant state in your reality is for practice this more often. And it is simply a matter of making a choice. Are you going to follow those racing thoughts, or are you going to follow those slower thoughts? Now, please don't misunderstand what we're saying here. When you are coming from an aligned and conscious place, and when you are thinking aligned and conscious thoughts that you have intentionally chosen, and when you then accelerate those thoughts, the faster you can think, really, the faster you can think, the closer you come to the creative thought in the state in which it originates, which is thought at an extreme velocity. But this is conscious thinking, deliberate thinking, intentional attention, not allowing for thoughts to race through your mind without you having a say. So that's why we would like for you to start at a point where you slow down just a little bit until you find yourself in a space where you can maybe meditate. And then, and this is important too, when you come out of that state of meditation, when you breathe more consciously again, when you open your eyes, choose the thoughts that you want to think and choose the next thought that you want to think. Become more conscious, more deliberate, more here When you are present, then this so-called problem that you're dealing with now will not be anymore.
Drew has asked the question, and I will read it as he wrote it. He's saying, hey UC, C is constant light change corona. Now what? For all the lovely beings here.
Now what? Now what? What is it that you desire from this? Where is it that your journey is going? What is your next step, next move, your next now about? Who are you going to be in your next now? There is only now. There's only here. There's only now. And you can move from one now to the next now to the next now. What is your intention for it? Because what your intention for it is it's what's going to be for you. That's who you are going to be in the next now. And then everything around you will have the potential to harmonize to your energy. Because if you are the highest vibrating energy in a room, everything will either harmonize to you or move away from you. There's only the two options. Everything always either harmonizes with the highest vibrating energy in the room or in space, or it moves away from it because it cannot yet. And those are the only two options. When you realize that, the choice is really easy. I am desiring to vibrate at the highest rate possible. I'm not forcing myself into that state. I'm not pushing myself into that state. I'm easing into it. I'm flowing into it like the river flows. I know this is the inevitable direction of my beingness, to flow into this highest vibrating state. And the longer I allow myself to flow, the higher I vibrate. The higher I vibrate, the more my surroundings harmonize to this high vibration. And that's when the flowers bloom. And that's when the sun shines. And that's when the breeze is so wonderful. And that's when everything feels like it's born again, fresh, new, beautiful, fabulous, exhilarating. Yes.
He said, thanks UC, having a letdown after channeling Pleiadians yesterday, ready to be ready.
You have your everlasting guidance. It is not us, although we are here. It is not them, although they're here. It is not anyone else, although they're all here, all present. Your guidance is that part that you feel so strongly within you. It's the greater, the grander part of you that is non-physical, that is not manifested in your physical reality. That part that gives you these wonderful ideas, that gives you these beautiful desires, that has already experienced what you desire to experience. Hear us. It has already experienced what you now in a physical reality desire to experience. It is those thoughts that feel so grand and ever expanding and inspiring and just make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. That's your guidance. That's your everlasting guidance.
He's saying, thank you. Yep, I love UC.
And we love you.
Lex Guy is saying, my intentions are love.
And so it is. There's nothing to add here. We are absolutely in sync with what you're saying.
Well, good. Let me see if I have left out something. Someone is saying, paying attention to your thoughts helps too. I think I got all the questions.
We will, at this moment in time, reveal something to you, to this particular group that is present at this moment in time. And you perhaps will get a deeper understanding for everything through this. The name that has been given to this energy that we're sending through was YOU EUCY. And it is simply a snapshot of a particular energy and time, but it is also eternal in its nature, which means that maybe 100 years from now, in your physical time-space reality, this name will mean nothing. But right now it means everything. And it stands for Eternal Universal Consciousness, Y. And this Y was left on purpose. And it will not be revealed on a grander scale, but it will be revealed to you, because it is important that you understand this. And the Y in the internal universal consciousness, Y part, stands for you. It stands for you because you have brought forward this communication. It is your intense desire in your life, your intense desire in your life experience to expand, that has brought this forward, that has made this possible, that has brought together all the circumstances, all the people, all the components, all the parts. It is the you part. And so we want you to know that if you hear and feel what we're saying, is because it was you who desired to hear that. It was you who, through your eternal guidance, sent these words out into the universe, and that are now being reflected back to you through this medium channel, through this whatever you might want to call it. That is the Y part in the equation, the most important part here. It's very important that you, this group of people that is present now, internalizes this knowing, never ever forgets it again, never ever lets it go again. This is the most important part. It is you.
Carla is asking YOUCY, are you happy with the energies that we are all attracting?
Let us give you a greater glimpse. The attention on your experience, the experience of humanity on this planet right now, the attention from vast parts of the universe right now is the highest it's probably ever been. Never ever was there so much eagerness and anticipation from so many beings throughout the universe about what is next for you, about what is being realized now, about what is being manifested now. Never ever has there been a greater anticipation, because it is a pivotal moment for you, it is a transformational moment for you. And what's on the other side of this moment? The whole universe is excited and thrilled and exhilarated about it. This is what's happening.
Thank you.
And so.
It is.
And so.
It is.
And so.
It is. Thank you.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Let that in real quick. Just a second.
We just have to get some.
Here we go.
Electric power.
That was wild.
We're back, and I see Drew said that was wild. Let us tell you this. If you haven't noticed, over the past days, we've had more and more disconnections and problems with the live stream. I can tell you this. This is happening. I've now reached out to a few people that have these amazing love energy moments in their videos and streams. This is happening so much.
To all of them.
To
yeah.
all of them. And it's okay. It's fine. It just, when you're on point, that's what happens. Because remember also this technology that we're using, it isn't designed for this kind of energy transfer. It isn't. It's human to human, actually. That's the only way we can do this. And so this technology helps us right now in this transitional period, but it cannot really hold the energies. That's interesting to notice.
But I would like to know from Drew what he means with wild. If you don't mind me asking.
Carla says, I'm so excited too. I love to see love win.
Mm-hmm.
Buzzer moment.
Oh, we didn't get the buzzer.
Yeah, we have to get the buzzer.
We have to get the buzzer. I don't know where to buy stuff like that. Oh, she says, Carla is saying, I have a big smile that I can take out of my face and chills all over my body. Chills of pure joy.
You see, Black Sky said, I should have asked YOUCY about 5G. Here's the interesting part. If those questions don't arise during the conversation, usually it's not really important at that moment in time. That's how it is for us. Christine will sometimes say she has questions. She goes into the conversation. She doesn't ask a single question because the energy takes over,
Yeah.
and then everything that needs to be
And
said is being said.
sometimes the energy, when we talk, sometimes the energy is so strong that just tears are coming and I can't even stop them. Just tears running down my face.
And the mind is almost blank.
Yeah.
So no worries. Wait, someone says, BZ Mama says, you guys are the real deal. You all are the real deal. We agree with you. You all are the real deal. Black Sky says, I concur.
I concur.
Everyone here has won, and YOUCY tapped into it and revealed why. Oh, that's what you meant, the why part.
Okay.
This,
What a great life.
yeah, it is. I'm gonna leave it at that. I honestly feel that we should probably continue with our center of the circle tomorrow. I want to leave it. I want to leave this
And
energy.
this energy, yes.
I want to leave it here, and let you guys enjoy this. Take it, to your day, to your night, to your morning, wherever you're tuning in from.
Or into meditation.
Or into meditation, yeah. And interestingly enough, I would say don't listen to it again today, but maybe tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, go back to this live stream and hear what they said. You will hear new words.
Yes.
I promise you this. So yeah, we're gonna see you all tomorrow, and we're gonna play the center of the circle again tomorrow. And for today,
What day is today?
good day.
Okay.
It's
Is it Friday?
it's
Okay, I guess it's not.
Oh my God. It's Friday. All right. See you all tomorrow. 2 p.m. Central Standard. Thanks for tuning in. We love you, Inspired Tribe. We love you. Bye.
Bye. Was this